Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is going through an enormous transformation. As everybody knows, it's the biggest economy in the region, and the Vision 2030 strategic vision is really driving a new generation of projects with the Public Investment Fund as the primary delivery agency for these projects.
The market landscape in Saudi has been changing since the government announced the audacious Vision 2030 vision. To realize this vision, many changes had to take place. Most notably, really, is to reduce the dependence on oil revenue and government spending, which meant that the government had to push to transform the economy, to come up with different revenue streams and income streams.
For me, HKA's crux research really helps in terms of identifying issues that both employers and contractors are facing on construction projects. What we are seeing, Richard, is certainly the tender process is improving, but certainly the due diligence during the tender process is certainly improving. And I think just to touch on the dispute side of things, we are seeing flexibility in terms of clients looking at alternative dispute resolution procedures and processes.
The Saudi build their projects at such a fast rate. Unfortunately, the design phase is quite often squeezed, and they try to start on site with early design packages, and this will always be an ongoing issue. As long as the management of it is very clear, it shouldn't cause ongoing delays and costs. So when I talked earlier, I think I talked about defining the scope of work, but I acknowledge that there are likely to be changes in the scope. As long as the start point is clearly defined and the systems or protocols to manage the changes that might arise, then it doesn't become as much of an issue.
Things historically in Saudi have always been done in kind of good faith and more relationship based, and the trust you build with clients more than contracts. Now this is changing somehow. I wouldn't say that contracts are everything now, but it's somewhere in between. So contracts are becoming more important because they're not the traditional simplistic contracts. However, clients would always work with you if they believe you've done everything you can to really achieve their targets. So there's a lot of give and take. As long as you're really building the trust and working with them in good faith, they'll find a way to work with you and support you.